My father introduced me to this wonderful sport of ours. I was, I think, 12 years old at the time. And the first time I hit the ball, I mean, it was just neat. I was hooked.
With that, Berman began what would be a rich career in tennis. Hailing from Southern California, he was a mainstay as a top junior player in the area, received All-American honors for his college play, and quickly moved into teaching and coaching.
As my dad wanted, I've had a sport, helped me stay in school. Next thing I know, I wink my eye, I'm here talking to you after teaching roughly 43 years.
All but a handful of those years were spent in Colorado. It was 1993 that Rich went where few tennis coaches had gone before, and he pushed even further.
Back around 93, I started Rich's tennis school. Mr. Tyler Kaus pushed into the school one day and asked me to teach him, and I said, whoa, I don't really know how to teach chair tennis. And I said, well, maybe I could watch a video of a couple players. Watched the video, and I said, well, I can do that. I can learn.
This is Bill Truby you're looking at. The nasal voice is Rich Berman, and we're going to have some fun.
In 1999, Rich and Bill Truby saw a need and worked together to create a wheelchair tennis curriculum, certification, instructional manual, and video for the largest tennis teaching organization in the world, the PTR.
I think his connection to wheelchair tennis derives from just knowing the mechanics so well of the game.
And then the word got out, and I met many more students. In fact, I wouldn't have met David Hall if it wasn't because of Tyler.
Oh yeah, he was amazing. Obviously, he was a great coach from an able-body perspective, and he'd had that initial experience with Tyler. And Rich was willing, to learn the game and to try to understand it.
With Rich as a coach, David dominated wheelchair tennis across the globe, finishing #1 in singles over a 6-year span. He won multiple major events, including the gold medal in front of his hometown crowd in Sydney at the 2000 Paralympics.
Paralympic champion and gold medalist, representing Australia, David Hall.
I moved to Boulder, Colorado, and although I didn't know it at the time, it turned out to be the best move I ever made. Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be, all written in the stars. Whatever it was, it changed the course of my life. I met Rich Berman. He was a tennis coach, but to me, he was much more than that.
It was just a great 12-year run and a relationship. We went to 3 Olympics together. We traveled the world together, and I learned as much from him as he learned from me, maybe more.
Their relationship from day one, to me, it looked like they were best friends.
Probably one of the most kind people I've ever met, most selfless people I've ever met, and just that desire to help people in any capacity he can is, seems to be his philosophy and outlook on life.
Later in 2014, Rich teamed with David Hall once again to create a free online resource for wheelchair players to learn mechanics and strategy of the game.
I'm inspired each day that I work with my wheelchair students because what they've had to go through in order just to push on the court often is remarkable. Each and every one of them has an amazing story, as we all do, but to me their story is just a little bit more amazing.
He was generous, he was kind, and he sacrificed so much to help me chase my dreams. He embraced me and brought me into his home. He changed the course of my career and changed my life, and for that, I'll be forever grateful.